Good morning. So from that footage last night, I think I made the right decision. My wet temp would have been even wetter. Today's plan is a lot less miles, which is really nice. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to go down to Goole from where I am and pop in and see a friend who lives up this way and have coffee. Then I'm going to head down to Nottingham, see if I can find Sherwood Forest, that kind of stuff. And then from there, it's about an hour to the campsite. So I am going to camp tonight. I'm bored of looking at the back end of this agri truck, and I've seen signs to Selby Abbey, so I might go along there, have a little look. Oh, that's a shame, it's all kind of covered under cling wrap. It's obviously having some improvements done. Maybe we won't stop. A little detour. I think there's some big power stations around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, a little bit like that. Now, is that Drax power stations? I'm not sure. Surmise I was correct, and that is Drax power station. Grounds that these are signs to Drax, and there's the power station. I think those are large, like, condensation towers, and everything that you see coming out of the top of them, that's just steam. They're water cooling towers, if I remember correctly. Oh, she can go right underneath them. That's quite something. What a lovely little break. So popped in to see my two good friends, Kay and Rog, and their daughter was there as well. Really nice. Kay makes the best homemade bread and focaccia, and it's just amazing. So I've had brunch, and I'm now heading off back down south. Next stop is about an hour away. I'm hoping to make it down to Nottinghamshire. I want to go and find an enormous oak tree. Folklore has it that apparently Robin Hood and his band of merry men would shelter under the branches of this enormous oak tree on the outskirts of Sherwood Forest. Nottinghamshire, on the outskirts of Sherwood Forest, and I'm looking for the major oak, which apparently is up here. So the bike has decided to have its first proper wobble, and it can't decide what gear it's in. At the moment it doesn't think it's in any gear at all, so it is heavily in gear number 5, I can assure you. However, fifth gear doesn't seem to be a thing for this bike. It thinks it's in neutral. So somehow the electronic sensor that tells it what gear it's in is having a bit of a wobble. But as long as the bike is actually in the right gear, I'm not that worried. That's a problem for another day. oak. Okay, it's one way of getting round a bend. So the bike thinks it's in neutral. Excellent. Sherwood Forest Visitor Centre. Okay. £5 for a bike? I'm gonna laugh, mate. Pay and display. Okay, I'm parked up and I'm now entering Sherwood Forest. So apparently I want to follow the blue route, which is the Major Oak Trail. It's about a mile and a half, I think. Luckily, the chap at the visitor centre shop was kind enough to look after my jacket, and the helmet's padlocked to the bike, so it's just me and my bag. So I managed to walk all the way around the Major Oak Trail and not find the Major Oak.
And that's why you got quite, well, you were quick. You were very quick. I was surprised how quick you were.
Right. So I'm doing it again. Well, I've paid £5 for parking, so I'm bloody well gonna see it.
I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes us far away from home. Time to ponder in the fields around me where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you. So don't throw your hopes down on wishing well. Let your heart's desire carry you. Come and sail with me to the...
Well, that's the tree done. Just gotta hope no one's nicked the bike. Or do I? No bike, no camping kit, no camping. Nah, I'd be very sad if it had gone. That's the car park, and there's the bike. Oh, that's the top of it anyway. So I went for a little walk around Sherwood Forest. Missed the massive oak tree the first time round, don't know how. Went back round, found the oak tree, did the obligatory selfies. Bike hadn't been stolen, so that's always nice when I got back to it. So heading to the last campsite of this trip. Can't actually remember where it is exactly.
somewhere near a golf course. That doesn't help. So the one little problem that Lagatha has decided to pick up during this trip, yeah, guess which gear you're in mode, which is absolutely fine when you're riding. It's not a problem at all. It is quite interesting when you come to stop and you have to find neutral, because you can't. Neutral doesn't show. So I've worked out it's okay, I can just turn it off with the clutch in. So the only way to know you've got to the top is by listening to the engine noises and trying to find a sixth gear that I don't have. It's probably some electrical issue. Don't really do electrics. Goatees. Mind if I join you? Hi. My neighbour for tonight. Oh, hi. How are you? So I've arrived. I need to stop playing with the goats and put the tent up. He's impressed. Pardon? What about your mates? Hi. Are they your girlfriends? This is my final night camping for tomorrow, heading home. And did I save... sheepy. Did I save the best for last? I don't know. But I'll put the tent up. There it is. And there's the bike. It's not too busy, which is nice. And as you can see, tonight's neighbours. Just taking a little stroll around the campsite with cider. This is a bit of a gem of a find, if I'm honest. What a beautiful place. Oh, there's actually like a stream and everything. Are you even kidding me right now? How beautiful is this? I guess you can hire these units as well. might have been an idea, Charlie. Next time. Right. It's bedtime, guys. So if you could just keep the noise down. Okay. Just chew quietly tonight. Oh, oh, oh. I've just washed my hands ready for bed and now I'm going to smell a goat. Too cute. Right, quiet, remember. The skies have opened. Where do the goats have gone? I didn't see any goat house. Well, what a lovely little place this is. Really lovely night I've had there. And now, start the journey back home. Again, I'm going to avoid the motorways, and it keeps telling me there's faster routes available. No thanks. It's quite misty this morning, but I've got my orange high vis on. I'm all right. Bit of a morning workout for you, Lagatha. Just goes to show you what little hidden gems of campsites there are off the beaten track. Absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely come there again. So, Cuckoo Farm campsite near Peterborough. Highly recommended. I'm in Lutterworth. Lutterworth seems to have an aeroplane on a roundabout. Morning. Do you by any chance take card? Oh. Yay! Oh, so you're hiding. So tell me what that aeroplane was.
The aeroplane is because of Frank Whittle, who designed the engines for the Spitfire. So this is where he used to live, and he moved down to Farnborough, and there's the same model. The same aeroplanes outside the airport.
And that's why there's an aeroplane on a roundabout.
Yeah.
This is Reese, and he's cooking my breakfast.
What an awesome breakfast. What a lovely couple. I'm back on the Foss Way. Of course, this is being the Fossway, it does like to remind you every couple of 100 yards how many injuries and travesties and everything else has been on this road. I can see why. It's quite a lovely slopey fast road. "41 miles from Cirencester. Big bike, take care." Oh, it's raining again. Well, I look an absolute state. I look like bloody Boris Johnson. Oh, what the hell. Well, that's it. Here I am. Back in Swindon at the Magic Roundabout. Time to get home. Woo!
And there we have it. So it's been a week or so since I got back from my 1,300-mile tour. And I just thought I'd finish this vlog off by going through some of the things that I've learnt, if there's anything I'd do differently, and basically how I found the experience of my first solo camping tour after 6 months of learning to ride. What was I thinking? The first thing that I've learnt is that in my naivety, a 350 single, it's what I've got, it's what I own. It was my first bike, and I love it. So why wouldn't it be capable of just taking me on a great big bimble all the way up the country and back down again? And it was very capable. You don't need a 1200 tourer to go and do these things. Okay, it was a little bit slower. I didn't have enough punch sometimes to be able to overtake on dual carriageways if there was something that was like in my way all the time. But that's okay. I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't have appointments or, strict schedules. So if you're not in a hurry, a 350 single, it can do it. Of course it can. The only problem I did develop is something that can be fixed under warranty, and that was just a little issue between the sensor between the gears as to what gear it thinks it's in and what gear it is in. Mechanically, it was absolutely fine. Change gear, no problem. Just a little bit of an issue when you came to stop and start. It wouldn't start, kept thinking it was in gear. I've had it looked at since I got back, and it is a sensor issue, and it's all going to be covered under warranty. Not a problem. The fuel gauge is a little bit erratic when it comes down to the last few bars, so it kind of tells you haven't got fuel. You've probably got a good 50 to 100 miles left in the tank. Yeah, that's not exactly sensitive. Things that I might change. I might put some wider foot pegs on. I did find I was, on long stretches, I was cruising with my right foot on top of the exhaust, which is fine because it's covered, didn't melt my boots. But yeah, I might put some wider foot pegs on, and potentially some heated grips if I'm going to do any more winter cruising. The screen. So some people have said that buffeting that I was getting from the wind, it would have been better if I'd kept the large touring screen on. I don't know, because I think that wind was coming from every which way and sideways. So I don't think that would have helped me quite so much. I think actually in some cases it would have been even worse because it was whipping round from the side, from everywhere. The fly screen that I'd got, I think that worked really well. So I'm going to stick with the fly screen. The kit. Okay, my bike was loaded up. I'm not going to lie. I took a lot of stuff. But you know what? It's 10 days on the road and I'm a woman. I'm going to take stuff. Could I have cut it down? Possibly. I could have cut some of the clothing down. And the only two things that I didn't use that I took were the puncture repair kit and quite a lot of the first aid kit. But then I'm not going to leave them behind. So yeah, I used everything I took. Camping tip: don't camp on a school holiday. Have some emergency food, some dried stuff that you can make up, because there's always going to be water at a campsite, but there's not always necessarily going to be somewhere to get food. Be prepared to bail. If it all goes wrong, if you've had enough, if everything's wet, find a local hotel, B&B, Airbnb, travel lodge, youth hostel. Just bail. It's okay. My thoughts on what it's like doing a tour like this, 1,300 miles, at 50 years old, on my own, as a female, and with only 6 months since I passed my test. Do you know what? It's fine. You can do it. So many people were saying to me before I undertook this, people at work, friends, family, "Oh, you're so brave." I didn't feel very brave, and actually that started to worry me a little bit, because I thought, what am I missing? Should I actually be more worried about this than I am? Which in my naivety was kind of like, it's all right, it's just several days of a bike ride, one day after the other, it'll be fine. It was fine. It was absolutely fine. And it's okay to wobble. It was so nice to hear that actually not only is it okay, but it's perfectly normal, especially when you're on your own, on a long trip like that. It's okay to have a wobble. It's okay to have a what the hell was I thinking? What am I doing? I just want to go home. That's okay. It's normal. And I think it's actually all part of it, because if you don't have that, how do you appreciate the good bits? There's one thing that this ride has done for me, and that's just affirm that the biking community in general is so nice. Everybody I met en route was so nice, so helpful, so friendly. Unless that's because they just had some mad woman flinging themselves at them going, "Hello, talk to me." Whatever, it worked. Yeah, such a nice community. I'm so glad I've stumbled on it. So that kind of brings me to this channel. What a thing! What a thing to have happened. So I started the YouTube channel really as a kind of a means of keeping note of what I was doing, and just having a record that I could share with myself, my friends, and my family. And I had no idea that it was going to be, what it has been. The comments. Who knew? So nice. You guys, oh my God. I can't get over it. I'm quite overwhelmed, really, that people are so nice. And for the people out there who've said I've actually inspired them to go and do something, that is insane. That's incredible, and I am so pleased. Do you know what? I'm a little bit proud of myself, because if I've persuaded one or two of you to get out there and just do it, then that's amazing. That's brilliant. That's all I want. So will there be more? Hell yeah. Of course there will be. I'm not stopping now. So I'm already thinking I can fit in another camp before the end of the year. Maybe. So yeah, I'm going to do more. I'm going to do lots more. And over the winter, I'm going to make some little alterations to the bike. Not big ones, but some little ones. I'm going to try out some other bikes. So that's it for now. It's been absolutely amazing doing this series. I am so thrilled to have done it. Get out there, do it. You won't regret it. I have no regrets about this tour at all. And I cannot wait to get out there and do it again. So hopefully next time I go out, you guys will still be there. You'll be following, and just to see what craziness I come up to next. So thanks. Keep subscribed, keep following, and stay safe. Then next year, I really, really fancy maybe Europe. Maybe.